Hello friends, I am Dr. Ajay Kumar Misra, once again welcoming you all to my YouTube channel named Computer the Way of Life. Hope you all are doing well with your family and friends. Friends, we are living in a dynamic society where data is the power. During early days, when the size of the data was small and countable, we were using file-oriented approach to deal with that. But nowadays, size and features of the data are changing, which creates lot of problems. To overcome the limitations of file-oriented approach, the concept of database followed by database management system came into existence. Here database is a collection of related data stored centrally that can be used by different people in different circumstances, whereas database management system is a software package which automates the entire process. This video is an effort to provide you an insight to understand the basic concept of data, database and database management system. I hope you all will watch this video till last, that will provide a conceptual clarity regarding database, database management system and their way of working. Friends, as said, we are living in a dynamic society where data is the power. A person or organization having updated and relevant data in the concerned field is treated rich in that field. During this liberalization and globalization period, the success of an organization solely depends on its online analytical processing and skill, which helps to acquire accurate and timely data for its operations and management, and also to analyze the data to predict the future trend. A database system is basically a computer-based record-keeping system. Here data is organized in a structured manner, usually referred as database, which contains information about one particular person or item or organization. It provides the information needed as and when required, and also to obtain queries to run an organization. For example, a company, institution or business organization database contains information about employees, courses offered, shareholders and the list of items or services provided respectively. This is possible due to database management system that provides a platform for modification and future application management or development. Now it's a time to discuss database and database management system in details. During early days, when the size of data was small, we were using the file-oriented approach to deal with that. In file-oriented approach, we were creating a number of files and storing data in them. It had many limitations such as data redundancy, inconsistency, non-standard and insecure. To overcome the limitations of file-oriented approach, the concept of database-oriented approach came into existence. A database system is a repository of data needed for an organization's day-to-day requirements. In this, data should be pre-processed to ensure accuracy, privacy and protected from any unauthorized user and from any untoward situation. Different application programmers and different users have different views on the data, which must be derived from a common data structure. End user may use the available data or modify the structure of the existing format. Nowadays, there are a number of software that manages large volume of data and maintain in a regular interval without human intervention by providing centralized control over the database, termed as database management system. Next, we will collect a brief idea about database. Database can be defined as a collection of non-redundant but logically related data, organized in a way that the stored data can be manipulated or retrieved as and when required to produce reports or to achieve desired goals by multiple users. In this, data is not a part of the application program, hence can be used by different users in different times and for different purposes. In other words, we can say a database is an organized collection of related data such as telephone directory, catalog of books, stock market, exchange, students database, employees database, and many more. In the adjacent diagram, we can observe there are a number of users, and basing on the requirements, they are writing their own application programs. To get the output, they want data, and that is already available in centrally available database. They all are taking the help of the same database for their own purposes by taking a copy of the database, process as per the application programs, and get the respective outputs. In this, common users cannot make any alteration or modification on the existing database. Next, database system. When the number of data is very large, it becomes difficult to handle them properly and unable to get the required result in time. A database system is a combination of hardware and software that makes it possible and convenient to perform one or more tasks that involve smooth handling of large amount of data or information. A database system includes four major components, namely data, hardware, software, and user. Here data refers all the facts and figures taken together, whereas hardware refers all the physical components, mainly electrical and electronic. Then software, it is the set of instructions according to which computer works. User, all the persons involved in designing, maintaining, and using the database. Next, merits of database. As we know, database is an improvement over a file-oriented approach. So in case of database, it reduces the demerits of file-oriented approach. Now, the merits of database is discussed in details. We will discuss one after another. First, reduction of redundancy. In database, data is stored in single or multiple databases and can be retrieved by using different key concepts that minimized the redundancy and inconsistency. It also saves computing time, memory space, and complexities. Next, share data. Database allows sharing of data under its control by any number of application programs or users. New applications, if required, can be built and added to the current system, and data not currently stored can be removed. Then, data independent. In database system, data description is separate from data. Hence, any alteration or modification in data is not affecting the structure of data. This concept is called data independent. Then, improved integrity. Data integrity means the data should be accurate and consistent, which can be achieved by providing some checks or constraints which a database cannot violate. Then, efficient data success. Database system management utilizes techniques to store and retrieve the data effectively. A complex database management system is also to provide services to end users where they can effectively retrieve the data independently. Then, multiple user interfaces. As different users have different levels of technical knowledge using the same database, a database approach providing a variety of interfaces as per the requirement, such as query language for casual users, programming language for application programmer, forms and codes for parametric users, menu-driven interfaces, and natural language interface for standalone users. Then, representing complex relationship among data. A database may include a variety of data interrelated to each other in many ways. A database management system must be capable enough to represent a variety of relationships among the data as well as to retrieve and update related data easily and effectively. Then, improved security. Data being the most important aspect of any organization should not be shared by all users. Hence, database should be protected from unauthorized users. This is done by database administrator by providing the username and passwords. Then, improved backup and recovery. Database system provides facilities for recovering the hardware and software failure. In this, If a program fails, it stores the database to a state in which it was before the execution of the program. Then finally, support for concurrent transaction. A database system allows multiple transactions to occur simultaneously, by which more than one application programs can use the same database at a time. Now it's a time to discuss database management system. As we know, computers are used for data storage and software is developed to provide facilities to use the same data by many users for different purposes in different times. Database management system is a set of rules and regulations that automates the task of creating, storing, maintaining, rearranging, retrieving, distributing, and disseminating data or information in a best possible manner with optimal use of resources and to achieve the required objective. In other words, database management system is a set of software that helps to deal with large volume of data. It allows data sharing and integration of data of an organization in a single database. As discussed, in database system, same data can be used by multiple users for different purposes. In this, result may vary depending on the skill and exposure of the person concerned, and that becomes more complex when the size of the data is very large. To overcome such limitations, the role of database management system is very important, which automates and standardizes the entire process. In the adjacent diagram, we can observe database management system is placed in between database and users to get the required outputs based on their requirements. In this, when any query is made by the user, it moves to the database management system software, which regulates the process and retrieves the database to provide the desired output to the user. In this, more than one user can use the same database simultaneously. Next, components of database management system. The success of database management system depends on its component. The major components of DBMS are hardware, software, data, user, and procedure. First, hardware. This refers all the physical devices, mainly electrical and electronic, used to perform the database management task, such as CPU, keyboard, microprocessor, modem, printer, and all peripheral devices. Then software. Software refers the collection of programs used by computers within the database system. It is basically of three types: operating system software, database management system software, application programs, and utility softwares. Here, operating system software manages all hardware components and makes it possible for all other software to run on the computers, such as DOS, that is disk operating system, Windows, Unix, Linux, and others. Then DBMS software. It manages the database within the database system like MS Access, MySQL Server, Oracle, DB2. Then application programs and utility softwares. These are used to assess and manipulate the data in the database management system to manage the computer environment in which data access and manipulation take place. Then data, collection of facts stored in the database. These are the raw materials from which information is generated. Then users. In a database management system, user has a broad meaning. Users are divided in different categories such as system administrator, database administrator, database designer, system analyst and programmers, and end users. System administrator oversees the database systems, general operations, and manages the operating system and system hardware issues. Database administrator manages the database use and ensure that the database is functioning properly. Database designer designs the database structure and responsible for database architecture. A poor database design is unable to produce a useful database environment. Then system analysts and programmers design and implement the application programs. They design and create the data entry screens, reports, and procedures through which end user access and manipulate the database data. Then end user. End users are the people who use the application programs to run the organization's daily operations, such as sales clerk, supervisors, managers, and directors are all classified as end users. And finally, procedures. Procedures are a critical, although occasionally forgotten component of the system that govern, design, and use the database system. It plays a very important role in a company because it enforces the standards according to which business is conducted within the organization and with customers. Now we will discuss about the architecture of database management system. DBMS is a sophisticated software that provides a reliable and easy management of a large amount of data. To describe the general database concept and its structure, the architecture of a typical management system should be studied. There are two different approaches to look at the architecture of a database management system. First, the logical DBMS architecture. This is also referred as three-tier or three-level structure of DBMS. And number two, physical DBMS architecture. Now we will discuss logical DBMS architecture in details. This deals with the way data is stored and presented to users. It is not concerned with how the data is handled and processed by DBMS. In this, the method of data storage is not revealed to the common user, whereas they can manipulate the data without worrying about where it is located or how it is actually stored. This provides different levels of abstraction. The majority of commercial DBMS available today is based on this architecture. There are three-level architecture of logical database management system named external or view level, conceptual or global level, internal and physical level. We can have a look of their structure in the adjacent diagram. Now we will discuss one after another in details. First, the external or view level. This is the highest level of abstraction of database which allows the user to see only the data of interest to them. Here the user can be either an application programmer or an end user. There may be many external views because any number of external schemas can be defined and they can overlap each other. It consists the definition of logical records and the relationship and contains the methods for deriving the objects such as entities, attributes and relations. Next is conceptual or global level. This is the first stage of designing a database which provides a logical view of the entire database. It allows the user to bring all the data in the database together and see it in a consistent manner. There is only one conceptual schema per database and a DBMS provides a data definition language for this purpose, which describes all the records and relationship included in the database. Then internal or physical level. The internal level is closest to physical storage and provides a low-level description of the database and an interface between the operating system files and the record structure used in higher level of abstraction. At this level, record types, methods of storage, sequence of stored records, and other physical structures are defined. As a whole, the collection of files permanently stored on secondary storage device is known as physical database. Next is physical DBMS architecture. A physical architecture describes the software components used to enter and process data and how these software components are related and interconnected. It is not possible to generalize the component structure of DBMS. It is possible to identify only a number of key functions which are common to most of the database management system. In the adjacent diagram, we can observe there are number of users and they all have their own objectives. Based on the requirements, they are using different approaches to access the data stored in the database, such as general user usage application programs, front office user usage query commands to extract the desired information from the database, whereas database administrator is responsible for database schema and may use data definition language commands to access and modify data dictionary. Now it's the time to discuss functions of database management system. A database management system refers several important functions and guarantee the integrity and consistency of the data in the database. The different functions of DBMS are listed below. We start with data dictionary management. DBMS uses the data dictionary to look up the required data components, their structures and relationships, thus relieving us from having to code such complex relationships in each program. Then data storage management. The DBMS creates the complex structures required for data storage, thus relieving us from the difficult task of defining and programming the physical data characteristics. A DBMS system provides storage not only for the data but also for the related data entry forms, report definitions, data validation rules, procedural code and so on. Then data transformation and presentation. DBMS transforms entered data to conform to the data structures that are required to store data, that relieves us of making a distinction between the data logical format and the data physical formats. Then security management is especially important in multi-user database system. DBMS enforces user security and data privacy within the database and determines which user can access the database, which data items each user may access and which data operations the user may perform. Then multi-user access control. DBMS allows multi-user access to the data. In order to provide data integrity and data consistency, the DBMS uses sophisticated algorithms to ensure that multiple users can access the database concurrently without compromising the integrity of the database. Then backup and recovery management. DBMS provides backup and data recovery procedures to ensure data safety and integrity by using special utilities and allow the database authority to perform routine and special backup and restore procedures. Then data integrity management. The data relationship stored in the data dictionary promotes and enforces integrity rules to eliminate data integrity problems, thus minimizing the data duplicity and maximizing data consistency. Then database access languages and application programming interface. DBMS provides data access via a query language, which is a non-procedural language, that is, one that lets the user specify what must be done without having to specify how it is to be done. And finally, database communication interfaces. Current generation DBMS provide special communications routines designed to allow the database to accept end user requests within a computer network environment. After having a detailed discussion regarding database and database management system, we can conclude this is the age of collection of data, information sharing, knowledge gathering and a realization of wisdom. There is a paradigm shift from traditional method to deal with data to the concept of big data. The concept of hard computing also has limitations to overcome the complexities and expectations of big data. Hence, to deal with dynamic data in which size and features are changing with respect to time, and the concept of soft computing came into existence. In this, data are not precise and only patterns are vaguely known to us. In addition to this, a new trend of data theft and their unauthorized use is also increasing, that includes attacks in industry spionage, especially in Industry 4.0 that uses Internet of Things. This is getting worse with the use of sophisticated phishing software and spyware. At this juncture, size and features of data and database is at its growing phase, and trend shows it reaches to a new height in near future. This increasing trend may lead to new and unexplored challenges and creates bottleneck to deal with complex and voluminous dataset. It is needless to say, academics, database administrators, database authorities, security experts, and government agencies must have to develop new techniques and policies to prevent unauthorized access of data and also to extract values from volume. It is also important to validate and authenticate the data before use for success of any organization and nation, which is the call of the day. With this, I remain. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Thank you for your patient hearing. Also suggest the topic of interest you want to explain me in future.